tower, Zoom 3-5, emergency, Striker 1, I got a fire in my right engine, over.
Striker 1, you're garbled. Say again, over.
Do you copy? The engine's toast! Ah! The electrical pattern's going haywire, fire starting all over the place.
Proceed with emergency procedure, over. Do you copy, Striker 1?
Requesting permission for emergency landing!
Roger, Striker 1. Turn right, heading 165 to runway 18 south. You're clear to land.
Affirmative. Here comes suicide. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
All inward there. Clear for emergency landing. Repeat. Clear for emergency landing. Instructions to follow. Out.
All right, let's get him out of there.
All right, let's check her out. No sign of damage here, sir.
Can't keep doing this. I won't cover for you again. Look, I don't want to have to peel you off this runway. You've got to get help, buddy.
It's a mechanical error.
Up here!
Fix it!
Anything in your subconscious can be pulled into VR. You know that, right? Anything in anybody else. I'm
trying to protect you.
Who do you work for?
Just call him the committee.
Did your father ever take you into VR park?
I think it's playing with your brain. I love it.
Welcome to the game, Sidney Boone.
Bugle? Anyone but the thumb? There it is. No?
Is that 6?
You know, I'm no nutritionist, Sid, but even I know you can't just live on coffee. Instant coffee. Oh, wow.
Duncan, wait, these are in order. These are organized printouts of my dad's journal. Oh.
Sorry.
I'm so close. I'm so close.
Yeah, close to the deep end. But you know, I know what it's like. I once tried to read all 6 volumes of Churchill's History of World War II in a single sitting. I went crackers.
Yeah, it's a serious night.
We need to get you into some sunlight. You're looking very pale. I've noticed this. You're starting to look like the Hydiotriton wallacei. The translucent blind lizard. You're in the zone.
Maybe it's for you, and maybe it's for you. When you're big enough to reach it.
Father's book that hard to decipher?
You tell me.
Well, I was hoping some of his genius might have rubbed off.
It took my father years to assemble this book. It might take me a few more weeks to decipher it.
I really think a break might be in order. We seem to be going round in circles.
What do you have in mind?
Something to take your mind off it? His name's Lance Jackson. He's an Air Force test pilot. He's exceptional, but he's having a breakdown. He keeps thinking his plane's on fire. We need him back, Sidney.
He's in a psychiatric clinic.
Yes. So will you be. With the cover. As a child, you survived a tragic car crash in which both your brother and your father were killed.
It's a little close to home.
All good cover stories should be. The details are all in there.
You're sure we couldn't just, use a phone?
He's psychologically imbalanced, Sydney. We can't just jump in with both feet. The closer you get to him, the more you'll know what to look for when you take him in. I'll be waiting downstairs. As quick as you can, Sydney. Morning, Duncan.
I think it's hereditary. My great-uncle Morris on my mother's side used to drool when he ate. People often say I should be locked up.
I should have known that. You can keep an eye on her.
I just think you should talk to her about it.
Yeah? I mean, that's so. I'll do it.
Are you going to go with me?
Sydney, I'm Dr. Hirsch. I'll be your primary guide during your stay. That's a fancy word for shrink. You're with a great group in the B Wing.
B Wing.
It's a voluntary residential unit. You'll be living and working with them throughout your stay here. We like our patients to go through the program with people that they can interact with that have similar issues. And as you'll see, we have some patients that need more care than others.
Well, actually,
I call this our South Coast Bend at rush hour. The living area is a little less hectic. Now, I will be available 24 hours a day. What you're doing by coming here is brave, and we are here to support you.
These other patients, what are they here for?
This is the PTS unit, post-traumatic stress. Most of our patients are having trouble functioning because of a past trauma, either remembered or repressed. We'll talk more about what that means for you later at the group session. That'll be at 1. Until then, relax and get settled.
Thank you.
It's always the same. This vague memory of this dark room. And someone coming towards me.
Try to remember who it was that was coming towards you.
I can't.
Can you remember the room?
It's this dark room. With this circle of light. There's more than one of them.
One of who?
There's a circle of them. And one of them keeps coming towards me.
What does this person look like?
It's dark and he's...
He? What does he do?
He's
Try to remember.
He grabs me and he torments me and he...
watch yourself. Let's go.
Hey.
That was really brave what you did in there.
Either that or complete descent into insanity. Either way, I get to the bottom of it.
What if you can't remember?
Well, if it's important enough, I don't have much choice, especially if I want to fly again.
How long have you been flying?
Let's just say before I was born.
It's a long time.
My grandma was a WASP in WW2. She used to test the repaired planes. And my dad, well, he flew his way up the ranks to general.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna take a walk. Maybe I'll see you a little later.
Okay. See ya.
Hey!
Hang on a second.
Chill. Hey, Sid.
Did I win?
We're all winners in here. Now you get back in there, big guy. Go get him.
Hey, I won!
Doug, I thought I told you I needed you home so I could connect into VR.
Right. Well, I can be many things to many people. I can be a friend of the ailing, a helper of spies.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
This place is making me crazy.
Well, keep in mind what Plato always said. The unexamined life is not worth living.
For Plato, maybe.
Yeah. Then again, too much processing, you get Velveeta.
Doug, I found out Lance was attacked. I've got to get into VR to find out who did it.
Time for me to get back to the Batcave.
Right. You've got to get into my loft and turn on my modem.
Modem.
Right? And when you call here, make sure that you say you're Lance's doctor. Otherwise, they're not going to put you through.
Lance's doctor.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
We're just gonna wipe. Does it look like I said?
Yes.
Yeah, modem's set.
Just log on. You should access through the main computer.
Huh.
I hope this works.
Monarch Clinic.
This is Dr. Getwell for Lance Jackson, please. Hello?
Tell me who it is.
I can't. It's too dark.
Try.
I can't.
Is it someone you know?
I
Maybe a friend?
I don't know.
If you can't tell me, Lance, I can't help you.
Daddy! Daddy, you're hurting us! Going! Where are you taking us? What are you doing?
Move! Move till I tell you. No. Can't tell anyone. Nothing happened, son.
He abused you. It was his father.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice shot. Oh, okay. Just try me.
Ryan,
Oh, not exactly flying. Not even close.
you really love it, don't you?
You don't even know.
Hey.
Yeah.
You really want to get up there again?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I can get us a car. If you can get us up. Game?
Game.
Woo-hoo! Hey, Lance!
Yeah!
Lion!
Nothing like the feeling of flying in jet to push the limits of the old space-time continuum. Hit top speeds, you never feel ordinary again. You're liking this, aren't you?
Woo! You know it! What happened?
Fire!
No, Lance, the plane is flying! You're imagining it!
Fire!
What happened, Lance? Who hurt you, Lance? Who shoved you in the closet?
Who was it?
Lance, it was your father, wasn't it?
You know what you're saying?
Lance!
No, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm sorry, Major Jackson, but you don't have clearance to be here.
I'm wondering what your defiance is about.
Maybe I don't like being locked up.
Well, we both know you're here voluntarily. It's not my job to enforce the agreement you've broken by leaving the grounds. I'm only interested in what's behind it. Is this your usual MO when you deal with authority?
I don't know.
Was your father the authority figure in your family?
I guess so.
Do you think your defiance stems from your grief and your anger at losing him?
You're the doctor.
Sydney, you're not giving me a chance to help you.
I just don't know why I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm not staying.
What's this anger all about? Where's it coming from?
I don't know. It's about not wanting to be here, I guess. I feel like I'm suffocating.
So you want to run away? My guess is you start to feel suffocated when we get close to your truth.
What does that mean?
Means you've built some pretty thick walls around yourself. But there's something buried inside that's deep and painfully real.
Is there something wrong with that?
No. But your memories are starting to come in bits and pieces, starting to haunt you. There's something behind that.
Maybe it's for you, and maybe it's for you. When you're big enough to reach.
Scheduled visiting hours aren't until much later. Oh, sir, the doctor is the only one who...
I'm Dr. Hirsch. Can I help you?
I'm here to get my son, Lance Jackson.
Get your son?
I have orders to take him to a military facility.
The military has no jurisdiction here.
My son, and you're crackpot
General
therapy.
Jackson, I suggest that you try to calm down.
Your patients. My son is coming with me now.
It's okay, Doctor. I'll talk to him.
I'm sorry to get steamed, but what they're doing to you in here is horrible. Making you remember things when nothing happened. Let me take you home.
No, you're not taking me anywhere, okay? You already done enough damage.
The colonel is called in the OS site to special investigation. Lawyers, maybe even a court martial. Once that has happened, it's over for both of us.
No, you mean for you. Don't you? I mean, you really don't care about me anyway, do you, Dad?
That's not true.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel. And I've decided to stop trying to please you.
Son, you can get better. I've known five-star generals to have breakdowns.
You don't get it, do you, Dad? I'm getting better. And I'm remembering. You were wrong.
I did my best.
Yeah? Yeah? Like locking your son in a closet?
Yeah. Son, I'm begging you to stop this. You're gonna get hurt.
Okay, I've logged onto the main computer. Just call the general at that number. Okay, thanks.
Come on, Doug.
Hello. Say when.
Okay, you can let go.
Get go.
Hey! You got it.
Shots. That's what's wrong. Natural. Lance! Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Stitches, get up. Oh. My kid is doctor.
Dad, it hurts.
Hear me, I need a car. My kid is hurt.
Dad, it hurts.
No, I know. Be okay. Soon it'll seem like nothing happens.
Wait, go get help. I'll take it. It doesn't make sense.
You know, my grandma always said, don't go too deep into your mind. It's a dangerous neighborhood. He was my hero.
You're lucky. At least you can talk to him. Get some answers.
You don't understand. I modeled my life after this guy, and he's a monster.
Do you ever doubt your memories?
Yeah. But you know what kills me? Thinking of him letting me win at basketball when I was a kid. Going water skiing up at Lake Powell. I mean, this is my dad.
Maybe it's just this place.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, all these people feeling neurotic and looking for cures, and maybe it's not you. Maybe it's just...
I don't know. I can't deny these memories. They're real. And they make me sick. You know? But if I remembered them, they must have happened, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it possible to give someone a memory they never had?
It's possible. It's rare, but it does happen.
How can you tell if someone put the idea in their head? And maybe it's real, but they just forgot.
It's tricky. A true repressed memory surfaces because something has happened to trigger it. Only then, when the person is ready.
What if they really believe it happened?
Did anyone encourage them to remember? Prod them in any way?
Would that make a difference?
Definitely.
Why?
Because that might say more about the person doing the prodding than it would about the one who is remembering. There's more to this, isn't there?
What do you mean?
Sydney, is this about the accident? Give yourself permission to talk about it. It must have been horrible.
That's okay.
This is about you, Sydney. You know it, and I know it. You have got to deal with these memories. Otherwise, they'll come back to haunt you.
I tried to help them. They drowned.
Who drowned? Who?
Daddy and Sam. I couldn't reach them. I tried. I tried.
You were drowning, too? When was this?
It was a car accident. We went off a bridge. We were sinking and Sam was screaming.
You and Sam were both in the sinking car, and you were the only one who got out.
Yeah, I think a window was open.
And you got out, and your brother drowned.
Oh, my sister Samantha.
I thought that... Try to tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. We were in the car. I was going down, and windows was open, and a hand.
And?
A hand pulled me. A hand grabbed me. A hand pulled me out.
Sydney, Let's dig a little deeper.
I can't. It's too dangerous.
Would you care to tell me what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Like a rat leaving a sinking ship.
What?
Lance is about to go public with allegations of child abuse against the general.
Well, good. I saw it. It happened in VR.
Since when did you take anything at face value that happens in VR?
There was no other explanation. It was so clear. He grabbed us. Look, I don't have to explain this to you. I know what I saw.
Have you never heard of FMS? False memory syndrome. People so desperate for an answer they'll believe anything they're told.
I didn't tell him anything. He showed me.
Did he?
Look, this comes from the subconscious. It's either his or mine. It wasn't mine.
No?
Couldn't have been.
Sid? Hey, there you are. I missed finger painting, combing the grounds looking for you. Would you disappear?
Yeah, I felt I should disappear before I screwed anything else up.
What do you mean?
I think Lance might be stuck with some memories from VR that are really mine.
So you just leave?
I was afraid I'd start to fit in. I don't know. Scary. Ugh.
Huh. Well, abandoned ship, I get it. The Bounty, as in Mutiny On.
Yeah. Something I saw in Lance's VR.
It's a very interesting name. You know, it means many things to many people. Say you were in England. It's a candy bar. Chocolate on the outside, coconut on the inside. Very tasty. Then, of course, you'd always rent the 1984 film starring Sir Anthony Hopkins. Not a bad flick. Then there's the Top Secret Stealth Bomber. Or you could go with Webster's original definition.
Secret Stealth Bomber?
Yeah. The Aurora, the Bounty. That whole slew of million-dollar war machines that supposedly don't exist.
Wait a minute. If they don't exist, how do you know about them?
The Conspiracy Reporter. I get it every month. December issue, the one with alien senators on the cover. It's Pulitzer stuff.
Oh, so it's just a theory?
I don't know about a theory. I mean, the government says they don't exist. But if you ask me, they're tearing up the atmosphere right now as we speak.
One of them's called a Bounty?
Yeah. I think they get their name from the paper products aisle.
Two matches found. What are they? First run Bounty.
Monarch Lady.
Hello, may I please speak with Lance Jackson?
Please hold out.
Thank you. Who's next? Asshole! Get back here, you dirtbag! Asshole down! Way down! Wahoo! I am not looped, I'm loose. Loose lip sink ship. I ain't even drunk yet. Come here.
Pretty funny. This is all supposed to be for us.
Hey, everybody! We did it! We blew the Bounty! The fastest jet ever built, and for all those who said we couldn't do it, to hell with you! We're the Bounty Boys! The Bounty Boys! Oh.
I forgot it's supposed to be a secret.
What's the secret?
The secret. The stealth building of the stealth bomber. A plane even the government doesn't know exists.
My dad. He can do anything once he sets his mind to it.
You said it would never work.
We flew the bounty.
Of course we flew the bounty. You're twisted, pal. What? Haskell, what's wrong?
Haskell. Hey, what is it? What's wrong? Haskell, what's wrong?
Fuel. We're leaking fuel.
Haskell, get out. Get out. Listen to me now, Haskell. You get out. Get out, Haskell! No!
Thank God you're okay.
Dad?
Can't win every time. There'll be others.
Haskell's dead, isn't he?
Just AWOL. I'm here. Everything will be okay.
He was my best friend. We were a team.
Dangerous game. No one ever has to know what happened.
But Haskell's family, someone has to tell them the truth. I have to tell them.
Haskell went AWOL. Understand?
No!
Lance, this has to be our secret.
But Dad...
I love you too much to ever let you destroy yourself. You can't remember any of this. Remember the first thing I ever taught you? Once you play the fake, you have to follow through. Hesitate and you're dead.
But it was my fault!
Oh, it wasn't. Nothing happened.
Don't say that!
Don't happen. Don't happen.
What about all this?
I've taken care of it. Nothing happens. It's the only way. It's for your own good, son.
You're just worried about your career. This is your project. You just can't sweep away the wreckage.
If you cooperate, there won't be any problem.
Before you make me forget, I wouldn't want this to remind me.
His academy ring, top of his class.
What did you do to him?
Helped him to forget.
You brainwashed him.
Wasn't hard. Didn't want to remember.
I do now. Thanks.
He does now.
So were we close?
Yeah. There was a bomber. No one was supposed to know about the crash. I just hope Lance can remember. It's up to Lance.
Did that gasket ever come in?
I don't know. I ordered that thing weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I'll check.
Oh, you're the man. All right.
That's what you're doing for kicks these days?
Hey, it's my favorite mental patient. I was just thinking about you.
These nuts remind you of me?
Spark plugs. You look great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So do you.
Walking advertisement for self-exploration.
A lot's happened.
Yeah. This crap at the fan, I never thought I'd make it through.
How did you?
Well, it helped when the memories came back. I don't know how they did, but I knew they were the truth this time. My dad didn't abuse me as a kid. He betrayed me as an adult.
Do you ever wish you hadn't remembered?
No. No, I'm relieved, actually.
Have you seen him?
He was a little busy fending off reporters' questions about the cover-up. Once I told Special Investigations what happened, the story leaked, and... maybe someday.
Survive the storm.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Wasn't for Dr. Hirsch, I may not have. I'm gonna fly again, Sid. Maybe I'll take you with me.
I'd like that. I gotta go.
Oh, there you go again. Lighting fires and never staying around long enough to watch the embers die down. Now, Sydney, it is better to get the truth out. It hurts. But it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'll see you around. If it wasn't for Dr. Hirsch, I may not have.
Hello.
My house.
Go ahead, explore. Each room holds a mystery.
I'm scared.
I understand. But you must remember, Sydney, and there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm right here with you. Just open the door.
Which door?
That you must choose.
Dr. Hirsch,
We need it.
I don't believe you. I don't know the committee anything. Just one out.
Don't turn on us, Professor.
No! Enter the labyrinth.
Hi, you called?
That's his file. Case is closed.
Thank you.
Where did you get this?
Have I said something to
Who gave
offend
this to you? Stop playing games. I want some answers, Oliver.
And I'd like you to calm down.
See this? The journal led me to this. What does this mean?
It looks like a seal.
It looks like a secret society seal. Maybe it's the committee's. What did the committee do to my father?
I'm going to come back when you're more rational.
Oh! Father! Is this important to you?
What's in it is important, you know that.
But my father wouldn't tell you, would he? Why should I? You're just using me to find out what's in this, aren't you? Did the committee kill my father?
Of course not, Sydney.
You're lying to me. Aren't you?
What are you doing? Don't do that, Sydney! 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 Sydney. The truth?
Yes.
He was one of us.
You're lying.
He was a member.
You're lying.